Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, wherever you're picking up the signal, I go by the name is Hassan W, and this is the Hype TV podcast. Yeah, today we actually come to have an interaction and a conversation around intellectual property. What is an intellectual property, and then of course, who owns the rights to an instrumentals after a musician and a sound engineer has worked or decided to work together? This is the transparency we want to have around that particular conversation. We all know whatever is going on the social platforms, especially regarding Bluebeat and Farland issue. So Bluebeat actually came out and made a vow that he's going to pull out all songs that he produced with Farland, despite the fact that Farland paid for all the productions he has made with Bluebeat. Bluebeat still believe that he has the right to pull down all the songs he has made with him, claiming that the instrumental he produced are still his intellectual properties. And then whatever money Farland paid to him was just money for the work and time he has used in producing those particular, music or those particular instrumentals. So this is the transparency we need, and we are actually very glad to have a copyright educate, a copyright educationist who is also a very intellectual person, in the person of Mr. Nai. We are going to be calling him, he's currently in Accra, and we are going to be calling him via phone so that we'll have a very few interaction regarding what an intellectual property is. And then between a musician, that is an artist, and a sound engineer, who owns the instrumentals after the musician or a musician paid a sound producer to make a beat for him. And then whatever penalty will be sanctioned to whoever breaks the rules and contract between artists and sound engineers. This is what we are here for today on the Hype TV podcast. So I don't want to waste much of your time. I just want to pull a call through to our boss, that is Mr. Nai, so that we'll be able to hear from him and see what he got for us on the Hype TV podcast. Let me bell him. Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, like I told you earlier on, we have Mr. Nai on the line. He's going to give us details about what an intellectual property is, and then of course, who owns the right of a beat that has been made by a producer between an artist and a musician. Mr. Nai, welcome to the Hype TV podcast.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hassan, for this very important platform.
That's okay. Quickly, we would like you to kindly introduce yourself to our viewers for us. Who are you, and then where are you currently?
My name is Ibrahim Nai. I work with Ghana Copyright Administration.
Wow. Okay.
Under the Ministry of Justice and Attorney General. I also work with the World Intellectual Property Organization as a consultant.
Wow.
That assigned me to African Regional Intellectual Property Organization in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
I consult with most of their international programs.
Wow.
I also work as a tutor.
Okay.
I teach at the University for Development Studies at the program called Business and Entrepreneurship Development Unit.
Okay.
I think we have a program, MPhil program in entrepreneurship and business.
That's okay.
I'm the intellectual property lecturer there. I also function as an advisor to the University for Development Studies. They have a program that they call an intellectual property. The university has an intellectual property management board that people advise them on issues related to their intellectual property as an institution. I think I'm there.
That's okay. Mr. Nai, we don't actually have much time, but kindly briefly define to us what is time by intellectual property.
Intellectual property is the creation of the mind.
Okay.
Independent creation of the mind. Once you create something independently with the help of your mind, you have created an intellectual property. Okay. Why is it intellectual property? Is because we have physical property, and we entreat or we encourage that those physical property need to be protected. Equally, when you create something from your mind and it is going to be used by society to solve a particular problem, that is the property you need to
Wow. Wow. Very beautiful. So, regarding the creative art industry, can you briefly tell us who owns the intellectual properties of a music instrument or a beat produced by a sound engineer that has been made or that has been paid by a musician?
Yeah, before I answer this question, it's a very broad question that you ask.
Okay.
And when we say intellectual property, it's a bigger, spectrum. It's something that is big.
Okay.
And we need to dissect within this system to come to where you want us to clarify.
Okay.
Intellectual property gives birth to copyright. It gives birth to what we call patents. We have what we call trademarks. We have what we call industrial design, integrated circuits, and geographical indication. All are different categories of what? Intellectual property. So we're coming to look at copyright as a branch of intellectual property.
That's okay.
And in the copyright spectrum, we are also coming to look at an aspect that is called sound recording.
Okay. Okay.
Section 1 of the Copyright Act 2005, Act 690. It specifically mentions sound recording. So in our balance, we call it sound recording.
Okay.
We can find music composers, we can find artists of music, we can find producers of music, we can find engineers of music, directors of music. They all come under what we call sound recording.
That's okay.
So typically, if you want to address this issue, we need to understand what sound recording is.
Okay.
Okay. We have what we call musical work. In our balance, musical works are works that are still, in the form of written, something that is not expressed into sound yet. It's what we call musical. Okay. But once there's a sound, there are vocal, there are lyrics, comes together. There are some kind of instrumental that it transforms itself from being musical work to what we call sound recording.
Okay.
Within the sound recording spectrum, the engineer play a role.
Okay.
And we need to find out what rights subsist in this value chain. That is what we're coming to look at.
Okay. That's
and before I respond to this very question, I think I have to look at certain best practices.
Okay.
First of all, try to look at the Ghana Copyright Act 2005 Act 690. I'll also touch on the United States Copyright Act 1976. And possible, if there's time, I'll look at the United Kingdom Copyright Design and Patent Act 1988.
Okay.
So these are international, copyright, statutes that I'm going to look at.
Okay.
But then we have to look at what concerns us. That is the domestic copyright protection. That is the Ghanaian law.
Okay.
Because we all belong to what we call treaties and conventions. And if you look at the law, section 1, subsection 2 talks about what we call originality. And originality is the best instrument that we use to determine somebody's right as far as the copyright value chain is concerned.
Okay.
So the copyright law 690 2005 recognizes 3 principal artists.
Okay.
And those artists, they are the traditional copyright owners.
Okay.
Number 1 is, if you are looking at it in the context of music, is the artist who is a musician.
Okay.
Are you getting that? The author of a music is an owner or is an author to that particular work.
Okay.
You have a producer of a music.
Okay.
Are you getting that?
Okay.
So once you produce something, you are an owner of that particular music.
Okay.
Then the third one is a performer of a music. If we are going to assign what we call neighboring or related rights to the person.
Okay.
These are the 3 people who have been recognized as far as our laws are concerned.
Okay.
Are you getting that? So the concept I introduced is the originality concept.
Yes.
They are saying that within this particular originality concept, it tries to explain 3 critical concepts.
Okay.
Number 1, labor. If a particular work has been created, who contributes labor?
Okay.
Number 2 is investment. Who contributes investment?
Okay.
Number 3 is who contributes what's the name? Creativity.
Creativity, yes.
Or judgment. So these 3 ingredients, once it is found within a particular context, we are able to trace ownership of that particular, works.
Okay.
Now, if you look at the law specifically, engineers are not mentioned.
Okay.
So the Ghana copyright law does not automatically recognize sound engineers as copyright owners.
Okay.
It depends on the role they play.
Mm-hmm.
However, if an engineer plays the role of a producer,
mm-hmm.
the engineer becomes owner of that particular.
So in this case, who is the engineer and who is the producer? Because down here we know the producer as someone who makes the beat.
You see, because we misconstrue these concepts,
mm-hmm.
somebody could be playing the role of an engineer and we think that he is a producer.
Okay.
The producer is the person, according to Section 6 of the copyright, law.
Mm-hmm.
It tries to, define who is an actor. It tries to define who is a producer.
Okay.
So, in a simple terms, a producer is the one who actually provides the means or the financial needs of that particular project.
Okay.
Everybody who contributed money
mm-hmm.
to making the work a reality,
mm-hmm.
that person becomes a producer.
Okay.
So we are looking at, if you look at the concept that have introduced, originality comprises labor, investment, judgment. So the aspect of investment is provided by what? The producer.
That's okay.
Yes. So that is it. But if you want us to look at producer into detail, I think it will take us time. But let's just take it this way. The producer is the financier of the work.
That's okay. So in that case, is that to say that the laws and whatever you've stated, the sound engineer who we call the producer here doesn't have any right or doesn't own anything about music?
You see, if you look at it in best practices, the sound engineer is a technical person.
Okay.
Are you getting that? He provides technical needs as far as the recording of the music is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
And all those who provide technical needs, they are not recognized by the law.
Wow.
Now let me take you through the United States of American law.
Okay.
Copyright Act 1976.
Mm-hmm.
They have defined what an actor is.
Mm-hmm.
And we have actually given a case law. I will look at the case law and we'll see how the Supreme Court of United States of America give their ruling as far as this is concerned.
Okay.
There was a case between Al-Muhammad versus Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Muhammad versus Lee in 2000.
Mm-hmm.
And in this case, there was a dispute between two people,
mm-hmm.
an engineer and an actor of the work.
Okay.
But then the court gave a verdict. And what the court says is that sound engineers are not artists.
Mm-hmm.
If their works are purely technical.
Wow.
Are you getting that?
Yes.
Sound engineers are not artists if they are purely technical.
Mm-hmm.
And we went further to say that engineers are typically protected only through contracts.
Mm-hmm.
Engineers are typically protected only through contracts. So once you are an engineer and you have given out services, somebody comes to your studio, you record a music for the person, and you want to still hold the right in your sound, then there's a need for you to institute an agreement,
okay.
a contract between you and the musician, so that you will state categorically in the contract that you have invested so much in this music, and so therefore you still want to hold the rights as far as that particular sound is concerned.
Wow.
Once you have not stated these, it tells you that you have engaged in what we call commissions work.
Okay.
And commissions work means that you have worked for somebody to pay you, even if the person gives you one city.
Wow, I see.
The work and right has been relinquished to the person.
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting that?
Yes.
So because the law does not recognize engineers as traditional owners of copyrights, if the engineer has gone forward to provide services that seem to be like a producer, or to provide services that seem to be like a director or an actor of the work, then the person who has provided these services must state categorically in the contract that he has provided the services of a producer, the services of a what, an actor, and so therefore he deserves the right to own right as far as this work is concerned.
Wow.
Are you?
I've gotten it actually.
So sometimes because we have, and let me say this clearly.
Okay.
If you look at our industry, most most engineers are playing the role of a producer.
Not at all, not at all.
Once he has invested, once the engineer has invested money, then he's playing a double role. A role as a producer and a role as an engineer.
That's okay.
The engineer has also gone forward to organize all materials that need to go into the production. Then it tells you that the producer is doubling as an actor, as a producer, as an engineer.
Wow.
Because somebody can be an upcoming musician, he doesn't know anything.
Okay.
Even when to come to start, the pitch of the music, it has to be determined by the what? The engineer. Are you getting that? Or the producer in question? Are you getting that? But then, if you are going to compare such a person to, let's say, the Wailers, if you look at Bob Marley, he had everything. He was having his own what? Instruments, right?
Yes, yes.
Are you getting that? And those engineers, he was paying them. He organized everything. It's a band, and within the band, there's an engineer. Yes. So the engineer in this context is playing the role of a commission specialist.
That's okay.
Who went for pay. Are you getting that? So you can't compare such, work that is done by the Wailers to an ordinary upcoming musician who doesn't know anything about instruments.
That's okay.
Who doesn't know how to even organize himself before, he can commence an action in a studio.
So, Mr. Nay, in this case, the sound engineer doesn't have any right over the beat he has made once he's been paid by the musician in the studio.
There are two ways.
Okay.
If a musician comes and gives a standard as to how this particular sound should be organized,
okay,
as to how this particular sound should be structured,
okay,
are you getting that? He actually investing his ingenuity,
okay,
directing the engineer how he wants the whole thing to be.
okay.
Right from the beginning up to the end. The choruses, the lyrics, all of them, how to organize them to fit into the beat. Are you getting that? It tells you that the person knows his whereabouts.
Okay.
And so therefore he's directing the sound engineer to provide a technical service as far as the recording of the music is concerned.
Okay.
Once that is done, the engineer has nothing to owe in this process.
Okay.
Are you getting that? But however, if the sound engineer has already prepared his music and his sound,
okay,
and he's telling it to musicians,
okay,
I have this particular sound A, B, C, D. Sing within these particular videos and see which one will fit into your music.
okay,
It is already made up.
okay,
Are you getting that? So therefore he has rights in this particular sound. But notwithstanding this, if that is not done, and if the musician will determine how the sound should play in accordance with vocals, in accordance with lyrics and all that, if that is organized, then the musician has right to hold the sound.
What about in a case when a sound engineer produce a beat and forwarded it to me as an artist, and I paid him for the beat he has sent me?
That is what I'm saying, that once he has done with the beat and forwarded,
okay,
it is a completed work.
okay.
And so therefore he all right in that particular completed work.
What about the man I'm paying him?
The one to pay.
I'm paying. The musician is paying him.
In this context, the musician cannot or should not advance payment without a contract.
Okay, okay, okay.
I get it. It is different from contracting the person from the beginning to get you a particular sound.
That's okay.
This one has already been done. So the engineer has the right to institute a contract for you to sign as an actor or as a musician.
Okay.
Even you being a musician who is demanding such a completed work, there's a need for you to ask of a contract so that you have specific terms within the contract. You all understand, clarify, and sign.
That's okay. That's okay. That's fine.
If that is not done, there will be problem in future.
That's fine.
That's why every musician, a serious musician, should have a legal being, a legal person who understands intellectual property, legal matters.
Very beautiful.
In some of these decisions, once you don't have that one, you are not a serious musician.
That's fine. Mr. The time is not on our side, so I would like you to conclude and finally use 1 minute to give an advice to musicians that we have here, especially our artists in our industry here in Northern Ghana. Some of the basic mistakes you think they are making.
What I want to say is that we are living in a global world.
Okay.
Are you getting that? Once you share your music internally, it goes, viral.
Okay.
And somebody in China, somebody in America, somebody in Australia will have access to your music.
Okay.
So the world is your market.
Okay.
And there's a need for you to actually put in place and lay down procedure that will guide you well. Are you getting that? Music without right is just like a waste of time.
Wow.
People who actually identify their right and manage it properly, they are the best in the world. They are making the biggest, billions of dollars that you can.
Wow.
So as a musician, you need to organize yourself. Make sure that you have somebody who has a legal mind to guide you as far as your works are concerned.
That's okay. That's
To be able to, prevent some of these issues.
all
But
right.
what I want to say is that Northern region, we have the potential. We have a very good entertainment industry that has a very bright future. But what is lacking is that we fail to assign roles to individuals to play.
Wow.
If you are a musician, play your role as a musician. If you are a broadcaster, play your role as a broadcaster. If you are a technical person, play your role as a technical person.
That's
So
fine.
you don't have to double yourself because you have the space to speak on TV, you have the space to speak on radio, you pose yourself as a professional.
When
You
you are
end up
not.
confusing people
That's fine.
and you misguide people to do the wrong thing.
That's fine.
And we should be ready to pay for services. People who are ready to help us in some of these directions, we should be ready to pay to be able to do the right thing. Once you are not ready to do that, then you have difficulties going forward.
That's fine. That's fine. Thank you so much, Mr. Nye. We truly appreciate your time with us.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure it's been a little, lengthy conversation, but I'm sure we all have been very well educated about what intellectual property is, and then between a sound engineer and a musician who owns the right of the beat that has been made. I think I'm very much actually educated, especially regarding this particular interested topic. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the Hype TV podcast, and we actually spoke with Mr. Nai, a copyright internet. Salam alaikum.